What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ coming at you with another review. Okay, it's going to be a review and comparison between the Motech, am I saying that right? Minibike, as they call it. I call it a scooter. They call it a minibike. And my Goped GSR 2024 edition right there, modified with a Honda GX35 engine on it. I'm gonna give you guys a legitimate comparison because I get tired of seeing crap reviews on stuff that really deserves a decent review, guys. Okay, first of all, I just got this 3 days ago. Okay, I've had the Goped for about a year now, maybe a year and a half, but more like a year. All right, and I'm gonna do a comparison. Goped's the dominant player here as far as gas-powered scooters are concerned. They've been in business for about 35, 40 years making gas-powered scooters. That's one of their latest additions. They haven't changed much. And, you know, some areas, when you see that there needs to be improvement, you need to be able to roll with the changes. And I think that's what Goped has decided to do, is not to roll with the changes. Rather not that they decided to do it. What they decided not to do is roll with the changes in technology and just things that can benefit a vehicle more. Rather, they just pretty much, I guess, decided, well, let's stick with the same formula because it works. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But I'm going to share with you guys the information that you need to make a good decision when you buy these things and tell you some of the advantages of one versus the other. Okay, the Motech, so economical, guys. $343 off of the Motech site. Two-stroke engine. The Goped GSR. When I bought it, it had the stock engine on it. It's like $1,043. Yes, that's right. $1,043. Is it worth it? I'd have to say I don't think so. Not at all. You know, I'm not down with overpricing some of these vehicles. I like the Goped. The quality's there, but it is lacking in some areas, guys, because they choose to stick with what they've been doing for 30, 40 years. That Goped hasn't changed very much at all in the last probably 15 to 20 years. Pretty much the same thing, you know. Now, I'm going to bring you up to the Motech and tell you some of the benefits of the Motech. The Motech, first of all, is dinky. I didn't know it was that small. I knew it was small, but look how short it is as compared to the Goped. The Goped has a few inches on it, maybe 4 or 5 inches longer. But anyway, I still like it. I look stupid riding it. That's okay. Okay, I got other vehicles that I don't look as crazy on riding. But anyway, 49cc two-stroke. Now, I run my engine. I've done research down through the years to see what's best for two-stroke engines to keep them running well, because many people get two-stroke vehicles and, you know, they don't do the proper measurements when it comes down to the fuel oil mixture. And what happens is they end up fouling out the plug and causing a lot of carbon buildup in the engine, and they tend not to run well or start every time when you want to use them. Well, upon my study with two-strokes, because I have a two-stroke motorcycle, a bike. Go back and see my videos. It's a legit motorcycle from Europe, a bike. It's in the garage. But anyway, I've always used AMSOIL premix, okay? I use their formula because it's very highly rated. And you have to go on their site and watch the videos, and you'll see why. But anyway, the fuel mixture on this thing is 25-to-1 is what they recommend, you know, when you do your fuel oil mixture. I'm running that bad boy 100-to-1 using AMSOIL Sabre. It's like their top-of-the-line premix oil for two-stroke engines. I'm using that stuff, man. You use very little as compared to the standard oil. Okay, what does that mean? That means that your plugs aren't going to foul out as fast, and they're going to last longer, and you're going to have less carbon buildup. So I highly, highly, highly recommend using AMSOIL Sabre. I started off using that, and that's the one I'm going to end with. And I'm going to see, I wish this thing had an odometer on it so I can see how many miles I've actually put on it. So far, I've got about 35 miles on it. Good. Yeah, I look crazy on it, but it's good. It seems to be a very solid vehicle. This vehicle, the total weight capacity, I believe in the manual said 230. But when you go on the site or different reviews, they'll say it's 185. The manual that I have said 235 pounds. And that's fine. I'm only like about a little over 200 pounds, maybe 210. Heaviest I've ever been in my life. But anyway, so I like it. Now check this out, guys. This bad boy here has disc brakes, front and back. I got this bad boy from Goped. It only had one rear disc brake. One on a vehicle that goes over 20 miles an hour. Okay, that's kind of crazy. You should always come with 2 disc brakes. So Goped, if you're watching this, you guys got to step your game up. Okay, this little vehicle right here really rivals that and may even, I would say this little Motech is a better riding vehicle than the Goped. Yeah, it's true. As far as I'm concerned, I've had that Goped for over a year. This thing is quieter, you know, as far as the transmission is concerned. The Goped gets a little noisy, you know, whatever. But this thing here runs like a 2-stroke. I'm using the 100-to-1 ratio. Very smooth, good power. You know, I'm not blazing down the roads in this thing at 20 miles an hour. It probably tops out maybe 20, 25. I would say probably 25 miles an hour. I haven't topped it out yet because I believe in slow break-ins when it comes down to riding. When you're riding these vehicles, okay? I really believe, hang on a second. I really believe in taking your time and breaking an engine in, even though it says when I bought it that you only need to run it for about 15 minutes, then go rip it. That's literally what they say in the instructions. I chose rather to take my time and put up maybe a few hundred miles on it before I'm pegging it all the time full blast. I don't really ride like that anyway because I think it can be very unsafe. This vehicle here, you're sitting down and you have a little, you know, the steering is rather short. You're safe as just doing 10 to 15 miles an hour, even though it'll do 20. Okay, 20 plus. Okay, guys, also, this right here is a plus. First, I thought it was a little weird, but after riding it around, it's very comfortable. You know, I'm a taller guy, so what I do is when I do sit on it, I have my feet, my tips of my toes on it more like that. And you get all this room behind it, so you're not going to hit anything vital, you know, to cause you to wreck or anything. So you just ride with the tips of your toes. It's quite fine. I'm about 6 feet, flat-footed, no shoes. I'm about 5'11". Okay? So I may look crazy on it, but this is a fun little vehicle. So far, you know, this sucker starts off first or second pull once I prime it. Okay, go to the Goped. I like my Goped. It's awesome. It's dope. Now, I put that vehicle together. What I mean by put it together, my whole goal was to get the Goped and put on a Honda engine. So I got the most, I used to say the best gas-powered scooter out right now. I can't say that anymore. I will say the longest produced, mass-produced gas-powered scooter, most popular one probably, are the Gopeds. But being the best, no, not the best, not the best. Very good though. I'm not saying the Goped's bad, it's just that they need to update things. Another thing that you guys will want to know, and that is the engine placement. See the Goped? Okay, the engine hangs off the side. It's time to put the engine behind the seat, Goped. You guys got to step your game up, I think. If you want to be on top of your game as far as gas-powered scooters, you need to do some modifications. You know what I'm saying? I think now's the time. There should be a 2-speed transmission gearbox on these things to where you can click it in low and crawl. You know, and the price shouldn't even go up much. You know, because I think personally, Goped, you guys are overpriced in your scooters. If I remember correctly, it seems like you guys took a big price jump during the COVID-19 thing when that happened and all the shipping things, but it seems like you never came back down. I believe that's a true statement. Because I believe these scooters used to be like $800 or something like that, much cheaper. But now that one right there is $1,043. I paid it, but this right here, guys, you go to Motech site, it's only $343 plus shipping is like $40-something. Now you may go on other sites and see the same thing for $4.99. Amazon sells it for like $4.19. So there's going to be different prices. Just think about this, guys. This is nuts. You can have 3 of these for the price of one Goped. 3 of these. This one, front, rear disc brakes. Goped, 1 disc brake. Hello. This one here, What else do I like about it? The engine design is in line. The engine is basically right behind the seat, and it makes for a slimmer profile, and that's what you want. And if you're on the trails, light trails, that is, and just riding in general. Like I was riding the Goped last night, and they had a pylon on the ground. And you have to remember when you ride the Goped that engine is freaking hanging off the side, guys. Okay, remember that. Don't get too close to a curb. You'll jack your engine up or scrape it all up. I've done things like that a couple times. So you have to remember consciously, okay, the engine is not behind me because I have many scooters. Okay, I have many electric scooters and stuff. And of course, they don't have any engine hanging off. So my mindset's kind of this. So when I get in the Goped, I have to consciously think the engine's sticking off to the side so I don't jack my engine up. A wonderful little Honda engine right there. I'm about to get blown over by the wind. What else? No, I did change the seat on this. I got the big booty seat from Walmart. See that? Got a lot of room there. Yeah. Like again, I'm 6 feet. I sit on it comfortably, and it does really well. Another compliment about the Motech, as they call it, Motech Minibike. I'm liking the tires more and more. At first, I was like, I don't know about the tires, but I think they're going to be quite durable, and I like them. Now, I even think they make these tires tubeless, where I can just get a solid one of these in the back. Now, these are dolly tires, okay? I worked as a delivery driver for many years, and those tires are dolly tires. Now, I remember them being where you can get them tubeless, so that's another option. That way, you put that on the back, you don't ever have to worry about getting it flat, and maybe put one on the front too. Your ride might be a bit rougher, but I think it might be worth the trade-off because that seat has some suspension in it. Again, guys, me personally, I hear guys talk about doing 27 miles an hour, even 30 on this thing. I wouldn't do it because our wheelbase is very short. I think it's very dangerous. The Goped on the other hand, they're known for doing 40 and 45 miles an hour with the two-stroke engine on there. So you can do that. Just remember that engine is hanging off the side. What else? So I would say anybody that's really interested in these two, think it out, okay? Because you're paying 2 times more, 3 times more. That Goped, you could get 3 of these for one Goped. 3 of these. These things are, and I'm very impressed with this unit. I plan on eventually, over time, getting another one, stripping it down, painting it red, maybe even putting a Honda engine on it if I can modify that to do that, and have that on there would be pretty dope to see the Honda, see that as a Honda vehicle, like I did my Goped. You know, I call it the Honda Ped. You know, have Honda, have Goped. One of the best gas power. Now that is a good gas powered scooter. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying it's time. I think the Goped should update their scooters and really focus on putting that engine behind the seat like this here. See how nice that profile is? You ain't got nothing hanging all off the side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What else can I tell you about it? Okay. I got my little mirror I added on it so I can see behind me. I'm gonna get a seat rack and put it on there, of course. Look at the behind profile too. Okay. You're probably gonna get about 20 miles off a tank of gas, conservatively, if you drive conservatively. I'm 200 pounds, 210, and I did like 16 miles, and I still have some gas left over to probably do maybe another 4 miles. So it guesstimate about 20 miles off a tank of gas. What else? I'll also encourage people to get your safety devices hooked up to your vehicles. Don't just ride around and not have some safety devices rigged on your vehicles. Like, let me show you what I did to my. Hang on, guys. Let me show you what I did to my Honda Navi right here. Okay, my Honda Navi. Something I'm going to be doing to almost all my bikes. See what I came up with on the back fender there? Yeah, baby. All right. I got that slow-moving logo on the back of there. Got it all bolted in too. It's very firm. See? So what I did was I got some sheet metal from Home Depot. Okay, and I got that sticker, that slow-moving sticker. I think it's like 9 inches or whatever. I got that off of Amazon. Okay, got it off of Amazon, and I taped it to the, or it's adhesive. I stuck it to the sheet metal, and then I just got some sheet metal cutters and cut it out. But I'm going to be putting it on my other vehicles too. I got some other Hondas there. I'm going to be putting them on. And I'll probably even put them on this. You guys haven't seen this in a while. This is my Razor MX 650 modified. Okay. I was doing this before Saran, guys. So he's taking it way further than me. But I choose to just leave it stock. Why? Because I have real motorcycles. I don't need to go 50 miles an hour and get in trouble with the police on that. So I just leave it at, it does about 18 to 22 miles an hour. Yeah, and that's the stock motor. Now what I did different was I threw a 102 sprocket on the back so I got more torque. Okay, but anyway, back to these. So guys, I hope I gave you guys some legitimate information about these two vehicles and what you may want to get. This right here is worth every dime and then some. It's worth more than $350. As far as I'm concerned, as far as the quality is concerned. I mean, that's a steel frame, man. Steel is steel. It's going to hold up over time. If I get another one, I am going to strip it down and paint it and do the Honda treatment on it if possible. I really like having a 4-stroke on it. It's really quiet, but it would really be cool to have one on this little mini bike here, or to me, it's a scooter, a sit-down scooter, but they call it a mini bike. Yeah. So I'm trying to think, is anything, I don't want to really miss anything. Okay. Stock engine, 100 to 1 fuel ratio, front, back disc brakes, such a positive. That one right there, only the rear brake. This one right here is stock. It comes with I forgot the name of the engine, but anyway, it comes with a stock engine, and to me, it seemed to rev kind of loud. And I don't like how they had the stock engine tuned either on this Goped, because for 2024, this is what Goped had to do. They had to actually stop making. They can't sell their scooters, the new scooters anyway, with 2 strokes on them anymore. Okay, so they're sticking these not Honda engines, these other engines on their scooters. So, okay, guys, I think I covered a lot of things. I'm not done putting things on here. I'm going to put a slow-moving sticker on that even. I'm going to put headlights, tail lights, and all that kind of crap on here to keep my butt safe, because I do ride these things a lot. They're a lot of fun. But you do have to pray that the Lord will keep you safe, because, you know, people get crazy, but you got to die one day, right? But it pays off to pray at the same time. Do what you can do to wear safety devices to keep your butt safe. All right, guys, I think that's long enough. I may do another review of the Motech later as time progresses. Later.